Hello, everyone. This is BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools on how to do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we are here with Robin Shimizu talking happy, healthy habits. We're so happy to have Robin in the studio. Robin, I really enjoyed enjoy your guests. And I just love the way you curate information through these subject matter experts. Oh my gosh, we're going to put you in charge of all guest acquisition. So, because you are seriously, you're really, really talented at this. I just want to say that when we come in, I want you guys to know a little bit about Robin. Robin is a subject matter expert when it comes to things like health. She goes out and she curates information that will help us guard our health. If you don't guard your health, you can't keep your wealth. So she is our researcher. So with that, we're going to turn to Robin and ask her, Robin, how are you today?
I'm trying to stay cool.
Oh, okay. Well, we're here in California in the heart of the valley, and it's supposed to be a little warm today, right?
So I went online and I decided to talk a little bit about the heat wave that we're having in Sacramento and just remind people how important it is to be vigilant
Mm.
when we're in a heat wave. And a heat wave, I guess I didn't know this, but I've just read this article and um, okay, there's a couple of interesting facts before we get going.
Okay.
So did you know that Death Valley in California is said to be the hottest location on Earth? I didn't
No,
know that.
I
So,
would I would have said the Sahara, but okay.
right. The highest temperature ever recorded was in Death Valley, California on July 10th, 1913. It was recorded at 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56
Wow.
degrees Celsius. And the deadliest heat wave occurred in 2010, which wasn't too long ago, in Russia, where approximately 56,000 people died due to overheating, droughts, drowning, fires, and smog due to a heat wave.
Wow.
And the longest continuous heat wave was ever recorded was 101 days in Yuma, Arizona in 1937. So I just thought those are kind of interesting little facts about we who live in your urban
Yes.
places,
Mm-hmm.
we are actually
My
subject to more heat
pillow in
than
position.
people that are not in urban places because of the way that we live in our structure. And people that live in urban settings are actually subject to worse heat
Really?
than people that are not because of the buildings, because of the way that their environment is structured. They don't have natural cooling ways of staying cool. And a heat wave is apparently defined as 3 days or more of 90 degrees heat or more. So that's
Oh,
a heat wave is only 3 days. So we're in a heat wave in
we
Sacramento.
have that all the time here in Sacramento.
And it's a very serious thing. And I don't think we pay enough attention. You know, my son got taken to the hospital when he was in college because he got heat stroke on the beach.
Wow.
And they had to pick him up. He fainted. They had to pick him up in an ambulance. Cost him $6,000
Oh my
to
gosh.
go to go 3 blocks from where he was on the beach to the hospital. So it's very, very, very important that we stay hydrated. And that was the problem. He drank the night before. He was in college.
Mm-hmm.
He was dehydrated. He went out and played on the beach with his friends with a volleyball or whatever and fainted from heat stroke.
Wow.
So that taught, and so from then on, he started carrying a water bottle, a thermos.
That'll make you, yeah, $6,000 will make you a little more conscious, won't it?
Yeah, so we just need to be a little bit more cognizant of our surroundings, and there's things that we can do to change our environment to make our surroundings more cool. But they're long term fixes like painting your house in a light color, like planting a lot of trees and things around your house to encourage shade and things like that. So
Mhm.
there's ways that you can mitigate your heat around your home, but when we're in a heat wave, there's immediate things that we need to do. And the most important thing, and Maureen Stevenson, who is our guest, said it first, we got to stay hydrated and
Oh,
just remember that water is so right. We got to stay hydrated, and we wear loose fitting clothes, light colored loose fitting clothes. And believe it or not, if you wear even a cap on your head, shade on your head, it helps
mhm.
keep your whole body cooler if your head is cool. So
Oh,
wearing, you see people wearing the keeping their head covered, and you think, oh my God, that looks so hot, but it's not.
yes.
It's actually keeping them cooler by keeping their head covered. So a hat, some kind of shade, something to
So a
shield
ball
yourself from the
cap can
sun.
improve your ability to stay cool.
Yep, wearing
Oh,
a hat and an umbrella and staying in the shade and things like that. And they say that, the elderly, 65 and over, and babies and little animals, your dogs that, you carry around in your car, do, don't take anybody, don't leave anybody in the car,
okay.
anybody, for like not even a moment. They say
Mm.
don't even think about leaving anything in the car that especially a child or a dog or a small animal, because they overheat so quickly in a hot car. And we think, oh, because we're running around during the winter with our animals in our car and things like that. Well, that changes really quickly.
Yes, they say that it can go from 100 degrees to 130 in direct sun inside a car. Oh my goodness. Wow, Robin.
Don't even take them in the car. And then, in terms of your house, okay, so don't drink caffeinated alcohol or don't drink caffeinated drinks or alcohol. So no coffee.
Oh, no coffee?
You're not supposed to drink anything caffeinated or alcoholic because it dehydrates you.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
and Maureen was talking this morning earlier about don't turn on your oven for cooking. So eat cool foods, salads, and things that you don't have to turn on your heat in your house, because actually eating cool foods keeps your body cooler.
Oh,
So, and I didn't realize that until this morning. You always say, well, I'm going to eat a salad or whatever when it's hot.
yes.
But there's a reason for that, because these hearty meals that we eat generate heat. So they say in a heat wave, eat foods that don't require cooking. Don't
Okay.
eat greasy, heavy, spicy foods because
Mm.
they make your body work harder to process that. Um, don't go outside. Stay indoors.
Oh my gosh.
Um, and what else? Oh, and then the last thing they were talking about is just in terms of mitigation. Uh, Make sure that you're prepared for a heat wave. So make sure you have lots of fruits and veggies and snacks around the house that you don't have to cook, so you don't have to go out if you don't need to. Um, and always keep a bottle of water with you. And then they're also talking about how to keep your house safe during a heat wave. So rechargeable batteries and flashlights and things that you're going to need in case there's a brownout or a blackout
Okay.
to stay cool. So
Wow.
today's was just a reminder about people to be careful, and it's not to take it lightly that we're in a heat wave.
I
And
never thought of 90 as a heat wave, but okay.
mhm, mhm,
Now, Jerry says make a smoothie.
yes, exactly. That's exactly right. So we have with us today very special guest. Maureen Stevenson hasn't been with us for a little while. Maureen Stevenson Lewis, right?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. I'm going to start introducing her with her hyphenated name. Maureen is a coach of all in all areas. She's not only a nutritionist and a health coach and someone who can help us with our daily uh, good, healthy habits. But she's also a fashionista.
Yes.
And I love watching her on Facebook and all of her fashions. She just keeps us smiling all day long. So, with that, we would like to welcome Maureen, and she's going to talk to us today about um, the sneaky ways that sugar gets into our diets and how bad, well, how
Hello.
good it would be if we were to eliminate sugar from our diets. Hi, Maureen.
Hi, good morning, Robin. Good morning, Terry. Thanks for having
Mhm.
me. Thank you for having me. So today I wanted to give us some tips on how to become a sugar
Ladies,
detective.
I have an echo, so I don't know if it's because our volumes are up too high. Let's okay. Try it again, Maureen. I'm sorry.
So good morning, good morning. So today I'm going to talk to us a little bit, or to give you some tips as how to become a sugar detective.
Mm-hmm.
I know we are a woman of certain age. That's the woman I coach is. We're of a certain age, and it's all about being vibrant, right? Everything that I touch or everything that I try to teach is about how to create vibrancy in your body. So, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, each American consumes 136 pounds of sugar per year.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a lot of sugar.
that's a lot of sugar. That is 35 teaspoons per day that we are consuming, all of us. And I bet you might be saying, oh, drink soda or I don't eat junk food, right? Because
Yes.
we're trying to be healthy and we'll be like, okay, that's not me because I don't drink soda and I don't drink. But how much sugar is okay? That is a great question. The US dietary recommend a maximum of 32 grams, which is 8 teaspoons per day.
Mm.
Mm. That's it. And a lot of us, based on what I just said, consume way more.
Well, Maureen, is it because it's hidden? Because I don't have, I don't use white sugar, you
That's the
know.
thing, because we think sugar is just it. But also, if you're working on insulin resistant, then the it gets lower. Then we just need to consume 2 teaspoons per day. That if we're working on insulin resistant.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's still good news. It's not a doom or gloom. I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not
'cause I'm
here.
like, oh my gosh, look.
I'm not here to give you a gloom or doom. I'm just telling you what's out there, right? So number one tip first, look at what's in your refrigerator and your
Okay.
pantry. Okay, the food found naturally, some of the foods are naturally high in sugar. One of those is carrots, and the other one is sweet potatoes. So you want to look at your consumption. Although it's natural sugar, it's still sugar. So
So,
the first thing I can tell you to look at is giving you control back to your home. Look in your refrigerator, look at what you're bringing in there. It's your health. It's literally in these two hands of yours. You buy the stuff, you put it in your fridge, and you put it in your pantry. Look there first. There is the number one
okay,
tip.
question.
Mhm.
Can I go?
Sure.
Okay. Are you saying that we shouldn't have sweet potatoes and carrots in our diet, or we should have it?
And I'm saying if you are going to do it, remember that it's high in sugar. So as a detective, we look for clues to join stuff together, right? To solve a
Yes.
problem, right? That's why you hire a detective. Like, hey, let me see if my wife or my other half is cheating or whatever you do. You hire a detective. So this is.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that two of the fruit, sugar and carrots, are very high in sugar. So you might want
Okay.
to think about: am I going to eat a bunch of carrots, or am I going to do it sparingly, or
Or
just
maybe I should skip those sweet potato fries.
Yeah, but if you even do it, you can determine that, okay, can I sprinkle a little bit of chia seeds on it or flag seeds so that I don't eat that much, right? So it's just, I am not here to tell you to take anything out. I'm a very components of adding in. So if that makes that sweet tooth eat a little bit and had a little bit,
All things in moderation.
that thing has a lot of sugar in it. And
Okay.
although you might think those are healthy, it contains a lot of sugar. So we're just talking about sugar today.
Okay.
Another thing is read the back portion of the label for nutritional information. Look carefully at the contents of see what amount of sugar is in there. 4 grams of sugar is equal to tablespoons of sugar, right? So if you're thinking, if you see 4 grams, you know that's 1 tablespoon. If you see 36 grams, divide it by and the number and look at it, you'll see that, oh, am I getting, look, we're only supposed to have 8 grams. I'm not the one who said it, it's the people who have the degree said it. You're supposed to eat 8, right? And so
Yes.
if you're eating 8 grams mindfully per day, look at the contents. It's hidden in the sugar bag, right? We want to look at energy bars, snack bars, other surprising source of sugar. We might, okay, I'm eating a healthy bar, but look at the content of sugar. What is in
Mm.
it, right? So that's the way that we're not eating junk food or or soda, but these are the sneaky things that we think are healthy that contains a lot of sugar, right? Most people will eat a protein bar. I am one of
Yes.
them, right? And then this happened because fructose, look for fructose. Fructose also is a way that they say, oh, no sugar is in here, but fructose is sugar. So you want to
Mm.
look at that too and make sure that you are not overloading there. Other source of high sugar content include canned soup. You know, yes, ketchup, almond milk, bottled
Almond
coffee.
milk.
Yes, almond milk, bottled coffee drink, and ice cream. Right? I'm one. I love ice cream.
I love
I
ice
put,
cream.
I put nuts in my ice cream so I don't overdose on it. Right? So some healthy nuts, right, can help you to fill that up so you don't, you do instead of the big size. You know what I mean? You just be
Yes.
aware. We're detecting, we're finding clues to help us to make the body not insulin resistant, to make us as vibrant as we can. And sugar is one of the things that slow us down mentally, emotionally, and physically. So you want to look at those content and realize that these are where the sugar is hidden, right? So you want to look at them, read your labels, take the time. Don't think about the benefits on the front part where they're like, hey, it gives you a high, but it gives you a high, but it crashed you later and it crashed your system later. So you want to make sure that you're looking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I know a lot of you are going to be mad at me, but so one of the biggest surprises how much sugar bomb is coffee, right? Your latte that you buy at Starbucks and your frappuccino, right? I know Starbucks is on every corner. But they're saying that there are like 69 grams of sugar or more. That's like 17 teaspoons of sugar per drink. So if you drink
Wow.
one of those, you're doubling, you're nearly doubling because 8 and 8 is 16, right? So you over the limit twice by drinking one of those big drinks. So I would recommend if you can split it in two and give away half. You know, like I'm not saying don't drink it. I'm just saying that think about it. You're drinking in one serving 17 teaspoons when we're only supposed to have 8. So just think of what you're doing when you drink the entire drink that you get.
Wow. I
Yes.
I wasn't aware that there was that much sugar in there.
Yeah, so that's how sugar sneak up in our diet, even the healthiest of us.
Uh-huh.
That's how sugar is sneaking up in our diet. And some of the ways that sugar and information. shut down our hormone receptors, right? So the 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 nutrients doesn't get in because it's blocked when we drink
Oh,
sugar, right? So if we're trying to lose that weight, if we're trying to eliminate belly fat, and we're eating good but we're overdosing on sugar, it's not entering, the molecule is not entering into our cells, right? So it's not allowing their cells to do the job that we want the food that we eat to do, because when we overload on sugar. Yes, Rob.
Robin's got her hand up.
I have a question. So when we look at labels, Maureen, you're so smart to tell us to look at the labels. And so the labels will have carbohydrates in a number, and it'll have sugars in a number. We should be concerned about both carbohydrates and sugars, or just the sugar part of it, or right?
Right
Because
now
we
we're
want.
just focusing. Right now we're just focusing on the sugar. Like
Okay.
there's some of the labels will have natural sugars. Like they'll tell you that this sugar is natural because it's occurring from maybe something that is have carrots in it, right? And it might say there are 2 grams of natural sugar, but then you got to look at it also. Sometimes they said added sugar, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
So you got to look at the label and read those added sugar. A total gram of 22 sugar, but only two is occurring naturally. And then the others one that they had, because they want to surprise the taste bud and they want us to get to eat it more, because there you can addict it to sugar. There's a lot of sugar addictions out there, right? So you want to be conscious that the smart people at the FDA said 8, not me. And then if you look at what you're eating, are you eating 8 grams for sugar per day, or are you a latte or something like that? One of those drinks that we pick up that is already pre-made. Look at your labels, read your labels, be your own detective. Because sugar, gut health, chronic stress, lack of sleeps are major contributors to inflammation in the body. And what do most people have? It's high inflammation, chronic inflammation that makes the body shut down. So we want to try and eliminate inflammation as much as possible. And one of the culprit is the amount of sugar that we are consuming.
Right. Jerry
So
says, right. Absolutely.
today my aim is to just not to tell you that, okay, you hear people like, I go on, yeah, I don't drink sodas or I don't drink that, but without sodas, look at the contents of what you're bringing into your own house, into your own pantry, even into your own fridge. Look at what you might consider healthy, but even they're talking about even low fat milk. When they take the contents out of milk, it's naturally become fat. The more low fat you see, the more sugar is in the milk. So you have to look at those things,
I
because
was stunned.
they have to find a way to find the taste. And what are they going to go to? They're going to go to sugar. So you got to
I,
make
I I was stunned when you said that there was a lot of sugar in almond milk.
yes, milk is one of the things that you have to pay very, very close attention. I always tell my clients, drink whole milk. If you're supposed to drink milk, just drink the milk whole. If you're thinking about, if it doesn't have an effect on you, drink the milk whole. You know what? You get more vitamin D than, because when you drink the others, it's when they take stuff out, what they add is more sugar. So you got to look at the label, be a detective, read your own labels for yourself, right? And
I got a question.
sure.
What if you can't drink whole milk? Like, what if you don't? So you want to use the alternate milks. What would you recommend over almond, since almond milk has got so much sugar? Is soy milk better, or oatmeal, or?
I don't like to say one is better than the other. I would just say to you that say if almond milk have a lot of sugar in it, just an example, right? and I was supposed to drink a cup, I would drink half cup. Because if that's something that you used to, it's, the point is not to take it out your diet because the taste bud is going to suffer. But all I'm just saying is think about it. If you're going to drink 2 glass, maybe you can drink one, or find other ways that you can put it in other things, right? So that you can have the benefit but not the overload in sugar. That's my aim here, not to tell you to cut out anything, but portion and moderation. I
Okay,
think those
well,
things are key.
Cecilia says she loves oat milk.
Right. I don't know the contents of oat milk, Cecilia,
Yeah,
but I
Joy
would
says
say
her
again,
too. We got
me
two
too. I
people
would
in
say
here
again,
who love oat milk.
I would say again, look at your sugar content. Remember, the goal is to be 8 grams per day. And then if you're on insulin resistance and insulin resistant, you want to go lower to 2%. So kind of help yourself to be vibrant, because we're all talking about vibrancy as we age. And that's where I come in, and that's where I am telling you to go. Not necessarily to cut off, right? But most importantly, to look at the labels, think about it. I mean, if you're going, I always look for anything less than 9 grams of my sugar, or on the labels, because they tout it up a lot, right? And then curve sugar craving. Some of the things that you can add in for sugar craving is to add pro- probiotic rich food into your diet. It will kind of help you to curb the cravings, right? Such as dill pickle, coconut, yogurt, and kimchi to your diet. These are some of the rich things that you can actually add into your diet, so that you don't have to crave sugar that much. And remember, love on yourself, because one of the things that makes you eat sugar is when you beat yourself. Remember to accept yourself the way you are, your body. If it's that's you and you're trying to change, or you're trying to be more healthier, beating up yourself with the words from your tongue is also a great way of having sugar deprivation, because now you're going to look for sweet somewhere else. So let your words be your sweet tooth. Let your word come out and nourish you, so that you don't, the words won't get you to go to more sugar. So that's one of the great ways that I always teach, that the words that you speak to yourself is very important. Uh, might be the most important thing you do to curb sugar, because it's a sweetness, and if you're sweet on yourself, then you don't have to go look for it somewhere else in something that is going to make the waistline bigger, going to make you fatigue. You know what I mean? Those kind of stuff. So
I
be
love
sweet
what
to
you said.
yourself.
Be sweet to yourself. Yes.
Yeah, be sweet on yourself. Don't wait for other people to do it for you. Say, hey, I'm gorgeous today, baby. I love you. To your own self. Get up and use your tongue. You have them. The words of our mouth, can give us the sweet that we're looking for elsewhere. Because most
Hmm.
people are just looking for it in sugar. Somebody tells you something bad about yourself, you'd be like, let me eat the whole of this ice cream. Right? And like, hey, no, tell them to go away. I am just perfect the way I am. And be your sassy self and come back with your words, right? So today, the bottom line is to hire yourself. Your job title, your job description is to check the sugar contents of your food and limit your intake accordingly to your body. Most importantly, try to make your own food and beverage yourself to control the amount of sugar you consume. Your health is literally in your own 2 hands. That's all I have today. Hire yourself. Only you can do it. I can't do it for you. I can give you all these tips, but if you never do it, then it makes no sense.
Wow. Well, thank you, Maureen. We really gained a lot of information from this. We look we always look forward to it when you come. I want people to know how to get in touch with you. So I'm going to share my screen and go into a number of your websites. We're talking here about her Facebook page. Can you guys see that on the StreamYard? Yeah. Okay. So hold on. This is Maureen's Facebook page, Finish Life Strong. Maureen Stevenson Lewis. She does movement, fitness, nutrition, hormonal, and gut health. So you know you're there when you get to crawl, walk, run, fitness. And you can send her a message. Evidently, we are doing the table of six again. I love that event. Uh,
Yes, we
you need to
are.
call and find out more about it, and maybe we'll have Maureen tell us a little bit about this table of six. I enjoyed it, and I think you will too. She's taking signups. So you're taking signups right now for the table of six?
Yes, we are. The table of is, as it speaks for itself, it's just six women, and we go into things that the mainstream don't talk to you about. So if you're it's real stuff. We talk about hormonal health, we talk about gut health, we talk about vagina, dryness, we talked about gut health, we talk about skin health, and we talk about digestive health, and how to create energy in your own body. Because a lot of people, I think, are trying to lose weight, but if we're not creating the energy to lose the weight, or we're not creating the energy to be well, right? So
Mm.
it's all about energy for me, and it's all about vibrancy. So when we come to the table, it's a intimate setting where we laugh, we talk about food, we teach you about why you're eating the food, what is the benefits of the food. It's not a put you a plate in front of you, it's a medicinal food that we cooked, and we talked about why we're eating it, what organ does it support, what it do for the body, right? So the table of six is that. And before we meet for
Oh,
an hour where we do meditation and yoga, and
mhm.
we talked about just to get into the mind, body, and soul. So it's a whole 6 hours, yeah, of mind, body, and soul. And so spiritual health, emotional health, and physical health, and nutrition. Robin,
When is it?
I
Oh,
usually have it if I get enough people at the end of each month, the last Saturday in each month.
oh, okay.
So I always advertise, and if I get six people, or you can book the table of six, and I come to you. Say you have a space in your house or in your backyard, and you have six women, and you want to for me to talk to them. I can come to your house, and you tell me the topic that your clientele or your friends are suffering from, and you choose your own topic, and I teach your own topic through food.
Wow. I'm thinking about gifting my sister one of your a seat at your table of six for her birthday.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
thank you, thank you. I'll definitely reach out to you afterwards. But
Yeah,
yeah,
her birthday is on June 28th.
so
Oh,
yeah,
that's perfect.
yeah. So we always do it at the end of the month. So that is thank you so much. But the other aspect of it, if you're, some people don't want to share, and if you know like a group of people who I can come into their office and talk to, then we can do that also. It's not just limited to my space. It limited to you too. You can like, hey, I have this birthday coming up, and I have these women who I know could benefit from this talk or benefit from this education. So we transport ourselves to your location, and you give us a couple, 2 or 3 weeks in advance. We set that you set the topic. Some of the topics that I love to talk on is gut health, digestive health, skin health, the biggest organs in our body, and so some of the topics, but you can choose your topic, and then I'll come and talk to your group.
Thank
It's
you,
such an
Maureen.
honor. Yes.
Maureen, I'm going to also share your Facebook page so people know when they are there. And that is Let's see. Is that correct? Let's see here. Is
That's
that correct for your Facebook page?
that's the face.
Yes, I'm gonna
You
scroll down a
shared
little
this
bit.
one before. What's the Instagram?
Yes, Instagram, and now we're on the Facebook page. And the title of the Facebook page is Crawl, Walk, Run Fitness. Maureen is a personal coach, fitness coach, and nutritional coach. So, guys, I want you to know what this Facebook page looks like so you'll know when you're in the right place. Okay, so I'm not trying to make you dizzy. I'm just trying to let you see the banner so you'll know when you're there. And it's Finish Life Strong with Maureen Stevenson. So Maureen, we want to thank you for your time, and we
Thank
really
you for
appreciate
being
you.
here.
Robin, I'm going to unmute you. We had a little echoing, so okay, go ahead.
Thank you for your time, and it. Thank you for the privilege of your time, and thank you guys for the privilege of listening today. I really appreciate this, you guys, and have a blessed rest of your day. And don't forget to be your own sugar detective. Your body will thank you for it.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Maureen. Go ahead, Robin.
Thank
Well, I just want to tell the audience that Maureen has been a very, very excellent coach for me. She taught me about bone broth. So I'm now making bone broth for my mama, Maureen, and making her soup based in bone broth and
you.
stuff. And so I really appreciate that because I really think it's been keeping her healthier.
Mm,
Because she's not eating a lot of really heavy foods and stuff. So she likes the soups and things. So I really appreciate that about Maureen. And the other thing I wanted to say about Maureen is when you do things with her, like on a physical level, and she takes you for walks and we go to, we do walks with nature, things like that. What I like about Maureen's coaching is it's just practical stuff. And it's stuff that doesn't cost money. It just makes sense. And she's so knowledgeable. So people check her out. And I'm definitely going to do Table of Six this month, Maureen. I think I'll do it with my sister, the two of us. It'd be
how
fun.
sweet.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so very much for the privilege of your time. Have a blessed day and go out and crush Thursday. Bye.
Bye
Thank
bye,
you so
Maureen.
much.
Oh my goodness, that was so
Next
much
week we
fun.
have next week I forgot to mention that we have our guest next week. I like to preview that for people. I gotta get to my calendar. I think we have next week is the 16th. We have Jill Weston with us.
Oh, we're gonna chill with Jill.
We're gonna chill with Jill, so that'll be fun. I hope
Oh my
people tune in for
gosh.
that.
Jerry Scott says, great stuff, ladies. Yeah, Maureen is really knowledgeable, isn't she? And then I loved what you told us about avoiding the heat. Cecilia says, thank you. Thank you so much, ladies. Yeah, avoiding the heat because I didn't realize that 90 was considered a heat stroke.
Mm-hmm.
We just, because here we get 110, 103, 101. And so unless it gets in the hundreds, I don't think I really pay attention. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be more vigilant about the temperature when it starts creeping up past the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think for me, it was more raising my awareness and being more cognizant of other people that might be affected with the heat wave that aren't thinking that way. So like my mom, like the elderly, we were out for a walk yesterday and it was hot. And I'm like, okay, Mom, we got to go back in. It's hot out here.
And
so,
change the time that you
mhm.
walk.
That's right. That's right. Go out in the mornings, just be more cognizant of the effects.
Exactly. I tell you, I now walk at 3:30 a.m. because the sun is not up. I can watch the sunrise. I tend to walk longer because it's dark and I'm listening to things. And I tend to be more consistent because once it gets hot out here, it's not going to happen. And if I don't go before I start the broadcast, I usually don't go. So, and the broadcast starts at 8 in the morning, and it gets warm here pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I have decided to walk first, and I combine my prayer call with my walking, and my prayer call is from the East Coast, so it's 6:30 there, but it's 3:30 here. But I also find that, it's very calm. There's no one out there but me. And I'm in a gated complex. So I just walk around my complex.
Well, it seems like it's working because you seem, since you got back from your Texas
Mhm.
vacation, you seem to be nice and calm and you look great. So good for you, Terry, to get back into that habit.
Well, yeah, because I really was not on course prior to going to Texas, but I got a chance to start walking in Texas.
Mhm.
And Cecilia says, "Isn't it dangerous out there at 3:30?" That's because I'm in a condo complex, and it's very small,
Mhm.
Cecilia. So it just goes around a circle, and I just walk around there, walk around my little pool area, um, and I can see. She says, "Okay, good. It's gated." Thank you, Cecilia. No, I know, because we have a lot of things going on in these days and times with things, so we just have to be a little more cautious. So yes, I do take caution. I exercise good common sense, but I like the idea of going at 3:30 in the morning because it is definitely still cool. And Joy says, "Yes, so true." Yeah, we want to use common sense out here, people. If you're going out early, you might want to consider walking in a group, get a
Mhm.
partner or two, and
Mhm.
walk together. So okay, there's safety in numbers. So, Robin, thank you so much. I learned a lot today. I just learned a lot just from the whole idea of the heat.
Mhm.
I'm much more cognizant, and I didn't tend to wear the hat. I thought the hat would make me hotter. So I'm gonna go dig out those hats.
Mhm. Keep your head protected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, we want to remind you that if you are looking to become a part of the Biz Chicks community, we would love for you to simply text Biz to 33777 and become a part of our business community. We'd love to share with you, other people, what it is you do and how you do it. You can also contact us at bizchicks.net. That will take you to where you can sign up and become a part of the community. If you're watching over on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, please follow. And we'd love for you to share. So have a great day. And above all, remember, it's okay to make money in your business. So go to the front of your own line. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be talking tech in English with the Biz Chicks. Bye bye. Thank you again, Robin.